Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Kevin coming back again to talk to you about my coach predictions for Week 3 versus the New York Jets. Um, I believe the Colts is going to win this game easily. We had a strong performance against the Vikings, and I believe we're going to use that momentum and carry it over against a depleted Jets team. Now, let me go back. Let me talk about this Vikings game really quick. One thing that I believe a lot of people is making a lot of fuss over is the drop by T.Y. Hilton. To be honest, that was a difficult drop. That was, difficult catch. He damn near caught the ball, but just in general, that was a difficult catch. That bomb, I wish he would have caught it, but he was going from the shade to the light. The ball, went to the light to the shade. You know how the stadium is. But I believe that was a difficult catch. He was falling down. That's a catch that I believe only a select few receivers would have been able to come down with. He damn near came down with that ball. But overall, our defense had a strong performance. Our defense was great. We was all over the ball. We was group tackling. We dominated the line of scrimmage on offense and defense, and I believe we're going to use that momentum, carry it over into, like I said, once again a depleted Jets team. I believe they're without like their top 3 or 4 corners. So this is the game where Ty is going to feast. He's going to have a game. I look for him to have a buck 25 receiving yards, possibly 2 touchdowns, 7 catches. Them are just my predictions for Ty. So I'm going for 7 catches, north of 125 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. Then we're gonna be some hefty numbers, but I believe this is the game where Phillip is going to try to get him into a rhythm. I believe the offensive coaching staff is going to try to Frank Wright's going to try to feed him the ball and just get him rolling. I also believe it's going to be the second game in a row that we're going to have 100-yard receiving receiver slash tight end, and also 100 rushing yards. I believe that Jonathan Taylor, I keep want to say Marlon Mack, but JT, I believe he's going to have another huge game. Look for him. I believe he's going to be north of the. I'm gonna say he's going to. He's probably going to have 100 and let's say right around like 105 yards. But I believe he's going to average north of 4.5 carries a touch. He was right there. He was right at 3.9 last week. So I want to see that number jump up to like 4.5. But other than that, this is what you call a trap game, because it's a game where on paper it looked like we can easily dismantle the Jets, but this could be one of those games where the coaches might mess around and just lose, just play sloppy. But with everything that's on the line with this season, I believe jobs are on the line, coaching staff wise, and also it's a few players. I believe that jobs are on the line that we need to see a big game from them. Have a huge season from them. So I believe they're going to use that energy. They're going to play with just fire, and they're going to just dismantle the Jets. If they lose to the Jets, some major changes might need to happen before the season ends. But this is going to be an easy win. My prediction for this game is going to be the Colts are favored north of 10 points. So I'm gonna say the Colts is going to win. Let me see. The Colts is going to win 30. I'm liking the 31 number, but I'm gonna say 34-17, and we might get to see Jacoby play in the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna say 34-17 or 34-21. So in between there, 34 points is what we're going to score. And we're going to hold them to 17 points. So 34-17 Colts. We're going to see Jacoby play probably like the final 2 series of the game, possibly the last series, last 5 minutes of the game. But this is going to be a huge game. But on a side note, now I got my predictions out the way. One thing I don't like that the Colts is continually trying to persuade us fans, because I'm just a fan. I'm not the media. I'm just a fan who's just talking about my favorite football team. it's like they indirectly try to say they're not in win now mode, but when you sign a quarterback, a 38-year-old quarterback for $25 million, you're in win now mode. So with the injuries that we have and with our receiving core, because we do have an unproven, besides Ty, our receiving core is pretty unproven. Um, yes, Pascal had a great, I'll say a good year last year, but other than that, I would like for us to make a trade, especially with Paris Campbell out for possibly 2 to 3 months. Let's sign somebody. And even though he has a PCL injury, that's a major injury. And with that, I think it's somebody we should sign. And he won't play for the first 8 weeks of the season. We're in win now mode. If they don't want to say it, I will. The Colts are in win now mode. Their goal is to go to the Super Bowl this year. Antonio Brown is out there. A 1-year deal. I believe we have the veterans that can keep him semi in line. Frank Wright is, to my knowledge, is considered a player's coach. So he's going to give him just a little bit of freedom to be who he is. But Antonio Brown is out there. And I would sign him knowing that he would have to sit for the next 7 to 8 weeks. I don't know. Does the suspension counts through these first 2 games? Well, even if we can get him to come in week 10, week 11, in the middle of a playoff push, that'd be great. I know a lot of people is not going to like that, but let's be honest. I'm on Ty side, but just hypothetically, I highly doubt it's going to continue to be that way. But hypothetically, say he continues to have issues with drops. I don't want to sign a receiver that's, third, fourth year, that's unproven. If you don't want to sign Antonio Brown, trade for somebody. Trade for somebody. Every year it seemed like the past couple of seasons, it seemed like the AJ Green to the Colts trade. I don't want to see that. I want to see just somebody that's proven. AJ Green's proven, but we still need them shiftier, speedy receivers. But personally, we need to do something. I think we have great depth at running back. We have great depth at linebacker. We just need a second receiver. Now that Paris Campbell's out, even though he was considered like the quote unquote third or fourth, he was a second, third receiver. Let's sign somebody that's actually can help us. That makes that come out wrong. Cause I know everybody on the team is going to help us. But I just like Antonio Brown, and it's because I know during the playoff push, I know he's going to bring that energy, that competitive nature. I know he's going to bring that to the field, and we have that on defense. We have that on defense with Darius Leonard. He's the one that riles up the defense with his play. We have that on offense with our line with, Quentin Nelson. I think we need one more player that's just hungry all the time, constant, just hungry. Like and I think Antonio Brown is that. Ty is hungry, but it's he's more of the quiet guy. Shit. If the Browns want to get rid of Odell, let's make a trade for Odell. Let's package a 3rd and 4th round pick and go get Odell. He's already signed for the next 2 or 3 years. I think the perception around Odell, I think he's misunderstood. Odell is not a bad receiver. His antics isn't bad. It's it's just how the media portrays him. It's with these football players, they want everybody to be good boys. Let's be choir boys. No, they're football players. They're playing a violent sport. It's okay if they have personality, and that's what we need. We need somebody with a little personality. It's all right. I know that's looked down upon in Indy in the NFL, but let's get somebody with a little personality that's going to bring that hunger because um, Philip Rivers it was an okay signing. It wasn't great. I was saying that I think the name is bigger. His name, Philip Rivers, is bigger than his productivity. And when I mean productivity, I mean postseason record. Wait, once again, when you sign a 38-year-old quarterback for $25 million, you're looking to win a Super Bowl. The Buccaneers signing Tom Brady, looking to win a Super Bowl. The Saints re-signing, shit, what's his name? Drew Brees. I don't know why I just went blank, but Drew Brees. Saints signing Drew Brees, bringing him back. 41-year-old quarterback, looking to win a Super Bowl. So we're looking to win a Super Bowl. I don't care what Chris Ballard says. I don't care what Frank Reich says. We're playing this year to go after a Super Bowl. We're not hit there. He's not here to develop Jacob Eason, to help bring along Jacoby Brissett. No, where he's here to win football games, and that's what he's here for. So they don't want to say it. I will. The Colts are looking to win this year, so it's time for us to at least make one more move, either on the offense or defensive side, and it's skill position only, receiver or cornerback, possibly defensive line, but our defensive ends are set. And if we can get a good pass rusher, that'll be that. I won't be mad at that. Shoot, but we got what 7 linebackers and what all of them can play. If you're not looking, this may sound crazy. Also, if you're not looking to bring back Anthony Walker, because out of the linebacker group, I think this is what his contract year. Package him in a trade deal for a receiver. We can do that. Speaking of contract years, Chris Ballard, did he predict the future this year? Did he foresee potentially 3 starters getting hurt? Paris Campbell, he may not be, quote unquote, be the starter, but how much he's on the field, he's technically a starter. So did he foresee 3 starters getting hurt? Because you got to think that's crazy how his first two picks are now like thrust into huge production roles because of injuries. First game of the season, Marlon Mack tears Achilles. Ooh, so that means JT got to come in a bigger workload. Second game, Paris Campbell messes up his PCL, major knee injury. Oh wow! Now we need Michael Pittman to get a bigger role. I believe the safety, I can't think of his name. Also, I don't know why I'm going to draw a blank right now. Let me look it up. I have it pulled up right here. But with Malik Hooker getting hurt, let me see. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. Yeah, Julian Blackman. He's thrust. He's coming off of an ACL injury, and he's thrown into the starting role. So, football is a business, but could Chris Ballard be like, "Hey, Anthony Walker, you see what just happened with two guys? We're going to trade you to a team that's going to pay you right now. Get this money right now." I believe Marlon Mack is going to come back. Julian Blackman, if he doesn't produce, I could see Malik Hooker coming back, but I doubt that he come back. Cause I believe Julian Blackman. I think he's gonna. I think he might be a steal. He might be the steal of the draft. He might be the steal of the draft. Only because he failed because of injury. But we have a 4 o'clock game. I like it when the roof is open. So I want to see the roof open with the window. I want the crowd, 70 up to 7,500. I want the crowd rocking. But I really want to see a huge game from Ty. Like this is the T.Y. Hilton game. Game 3 of the season. This is the T.Y. Hilton game. So if 7 catches, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. This is the T.Y. Hilton game. T.Y., you're not going to make excuses. I'll make them for you. Two drops in Jacksonville. One was a legitimate drop, but that was a difficult sideline toe tap catch. A lot of us fans, we might say, "Oh, he should have caught that ball." Making an excuse for you. That was a difficult moment. The second drop in Jacksonville. I don't think that was a drop. It looked like it was a drop, but honestly, the defender knocked the ball out your hand. You ain't gonna say it. You're not gonna. That's why you say you lost the game, because you already know what happened. The touchdown drop, week 2 at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. You lost track of the ball. That's what that was. And then you had the wherewithal to adjust to try to catch the ball. Difficult catch, sliding, falling to the ground. I'm gonna let you off the hook first 2 weeks of the game. First 2 weeks of the season. Week 3 against this depleted Jets team, though. Ty, I need you to produce, baby. This your game. Come on now. It's all you. It's time for that ghost. It's time for you to go out here and produce. I want to see you have 7 catches. Come on now. 125 yards. 2 touchdowns. I want to see Come on now. I want to see that, baby. 13. The ghost. This all you. You motivated. You hungry. Contract year. Don't go out here and lose money. Go out here and show Phillip that you still a great receiver. Come on, you about you about to be playing against your old teammates, the ones you were eating up in practice, eating up in training camp. It's time for you to eat them up right now. Gobble them up. 7 catches, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. But other than that, it's time for huge games. It's time for production. It's time to go out here and go on a streak. Let's go out here and win the rest of these games. I believe we have a week 7 bye week, week 7, week 8. So let's go out here and be 6-1, 7-1, possibly going into the bye. Let's turn some heads. It's time to turn heads, baby. We got this. Blue Nation. 1% better. Frank Wright. Great offensive play caller. Defense. I like what y'all did last week. This is what they're going to call this. Sam Darnold, he can ball. He can ball. I look at him. He needs some players around him. Don't let Le'Veon get loose. But it's time, y'all. It's time. Let's get this money. This money is this dub. Let's get this win. Y'all be great. Hey, I'm just here to root y'all on. I'm be sitting right here on my couch, possibly looking at my phone, looking at my laptop, just being a fan of the game, being a fan of the Colts. And let's go out here and get this win, baby. I want to see y'all do great things. Let's have a great season. Blue Nation, baby. Blue Nation. TY. This is your game. This is TY's game right here, y'all. I'm calling it. This is TY's game. Other than that, I want everybody that thank you for watching my videos. If you like them, send me a like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike. I don't care. Just any interaction, leave a comment. Tell me what you like, what I could have done better. Any feedback is great feedback. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for letting me take time out of your day for this, just to listen to me talk about my favorite football team. Everyone else, have a great day. Enjoy the game. Enjoy football Sunday. You have a great one.